Hi guys, it's Anne, Quantum Heart Living. Thank you for joining me. Wanted to jump on and do this quick update. Wow, it has been just continues to be intense energy coming through. We're sitting in 1212 right now. A big day energetically, but this doesn't mean it's going to stop. We're moving through an extremely powerful time. We've been building up for this for quite some time. We're making significant progress here. So many of us have been doing so much inner healing, inner work, understanding ourselves, understanding our triggers, understanding where we've held on to density, where we've held on to all of the stuff that has been lodged within our body structures, and we're letting it go. We have been letting it go and we continue to let it go. This is a pivotal time. Emotionally, we're really starting to see where the work is paying off. Now, when I come to you, I come to you from what I'm feeling from the collective standpoint, and doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly where I'm at, but this is the energy that I'm picking up collectively. So we are being supported with these high influx of frequencies that are providing us with insights and activations like crazy. Like it's happening very, very, very quickly. I posted on the community board earlier today, and I felt like I've been through 15 different versions of myself since then. So this is how fast time is traveling or feels to be moving. But emotions are big on the table right now. A lot of empaths, water signs, highly sensitive people are really getting to understand where to manage, where you can control your emotions and the confidence to sit within themselves, within ourselves. And it's a big breakthrough. That is something that is going to be happening for a lot of people coming up. Is all of this work pays off through that ability to observe and not absorb others, to sit back in the confidence of knowing there's so much more to this life than meets the eye. And once we start to understand that we are essence and form, when we really understand this subtle energy, these energies that it's all around us that we can work with, that our power resides in, we know we are powerful, and we know we are magical. So it allows us to easily deal with those who are on different parts of the journey, learning new things about themselves. So this emotional control and understanding of where our thoughts move into an emotional level. And that emotional level is an indicator where your thoughts have been going. So it's a way to really step back, look at your emotions. They are based on what thoughts you were thinking, which are based on the beliefs that you've had. And when we start to realize that all of these thoughts, all of this learning, it's been learned from everywhere, from around us, from our childhood through to our educational system, through to our parents and the media. Everything is what we absorb, and it becomes who we are. So the biggest thing that's happening right now is we're learning more about essence, about energy, about the subtlety of how powerful we really, really are. And that is where some of this comes from, of the letting go of the unknown. And this is probably the hardest thing. Is it's a bizarre feeling, right? There's a lot of really weird things happening. It all depends on where you're at and what you choose to experience on your journey. But we know, without a shadow of a doubt, I mean, I wouldn't do these videos if I didn't know that there certainly has been this whole evolutionary shift going on. If I didn't know that this is what I was meant to be doing, if I didn't know the power that exists within our own selves, if we learn simply how to listen and to tap into it. Oh, so there's so much around emotions and around releasing, recalling memories of the past, letting this stuff go. You have big breakthroughs, and then it's like you get these aha moments, and then it seems like the next day you're back down again. So it's really important to write stuff down and to continue to reiterate, to go through what you wrote down, to go back through your learnings, to listen to things that reinforce this new you, this new neurological network that we're trying to form out of those old past and those old frameworks. We're creating new belief systems here where anything is possible. So, what is it? What is it you want to do? What is it you want to achieve? Where's your value? Where's your service? Keep a very open mind. Think about the positivity that we can bring to the world. This stuff we're doing, this work we're putting in, has a ripple effect. It is so powerful. If even one person makes an effort to heal themselves, to recognize these painful and traumatic experiences, that is so powerful. Beyond your imagination, how powerful it is if we all are doing this, if we're all focusing on the releasing, because it's allowing this new earth, this new version of a conscious being to really come to light, to our true essence of who we are. So we really have to have a lot of trust in this process. We have to work through the fact that we are living in this 3D environment right now. We have the ability to just shine in the outside world as best we can. Some cases, if you're highly sensitive, really, watch out for where you're expending yourself if you can. But know that this has to require a lot of trust. There is guidance being provided. We are definitely being guided by an unseen hand here. There's no question about it. Now, in terms of the darker energies, people have asked me to talk about that. I have dealt with those in the past. And the main thing I just want to, you give as much power to something as you allow. So if we do not open the door, if we kind of just don't open the door, recognize it's there, but stand strongly in our own essence, that is guided by Source. It's very, very powerful. And we stand strong and we stand tall in that. That is where you have your power. You have to realize it is truly based on your intention here. So remember that, and create that protection by remaining in your high vibration. So it's always, in my opinion, our best interest to move ourselves out of those negative thought patterns, to find things to be grateful for. As hard as it is right now, because this is affecting the body a lot, it's really important that we try to keep doing that while we are, in fact, releasing. So another energy that wants me to talk about is the sacral chakra, feminine energy. A lot of people are experiencing issues with their hips, with their legs, especially I'm getting the left side and the left foot. This is feminine energy, feminine side, feminine coming into her strength, her power, sexually, using and knowing that intuition is magical and her intuition is powerful, and stepping up to moving out of this silent voice and knowing that the gifts we have are necessary for the balance of this earth. And so much of that is coming up right now for us to remain in our power, but in a compassionate way when possible. So we're learning how to deal with these emotional swings that tend to occur a lot in intuitives, and pull back on that and observe, not absorb. And there's so much power in that. The more you practice it, the better it feels. It freaks people out when you do that, and it's kind of cool. So continue to practice that, because that is what you're being supported with right now, is to learn about the emotional triggers, and learning, go, I know why. I know why I want to react this way, and I'm going to pull back for now, and then you will eventually be able to do that much more quickly. So that's pretty big energy on the table right now. And on the flip side, there's those that are coming into themselves. They're coming into dealing with these emotions, addressing the pain, because you can't release until you address this stuff. And that is really a big thing right now. Is the flip side is those who are unable and have been maybe traumatized, wanting to close off feeling it, are going to have a harder and harder time doing that right now. So this is where the balance game is coming into play quite a bit. So it's going to be affecting a lot of relationships in our lives, because people are at very different points in time. So please be patient with each other. Please understand we're all going through rapid change. It's triggering so many different emotions, and we can't take it out on each other. Crying is the key. It sounds bizarre, but it is nature's way, man. I mean, I don't care how tough or strong you are. Having a good breakdown and a really good cry is such an amazing release. So go ahead and let it out and let it go. Also, with reflection to the hips, I just wanted to mention sitting on the floor is a really important thing to do. So stretching, if you're not into yoga that much, I mean, certainly if you are, you know all of the hip exercises, but sitting on the floor cross-legged, get off the couch, get off the chair, simply sitting on the floor more is a much more natural position. And you will notice that there's a lot of blockages, people in, again, the hip area. So when you do that, you start to feel you can release some of this pent-up energy. So we need to all do that because there is so much sacral chakra pent-up feminine energy on the table right now. So let's work hard to release that. So that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. It is definitely my perspective. There's so much going on, and it is definitely a very powerful time in the next little while. What does it all mean? Well, we will find out. I think the real focus here is working on and improving ourselves, and moving forward with the new version of who we are and who we want to be. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.